Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is PGP and in this video I'm gonna be reacting to 4 requested songs by my friend Yuri. He asked me to react to Victon's Remember Me, Teen Top's Runaway, VERIVERY's Ring&Ring and Super Special. And I'm giving him a bit of a preferential treatment because he has been a huge supporter of mine, and if you want to do the same thing, you can do so by going over on Patreon and pledging your support. Any amount is fine, and if you do that, there's a possibility of me also giving you some preferential treatment where I'm gonna focus on your requests more over other random people who comment on my videos. I'm still gonna do all of them, most likely eventually, if I don't forget for some or just kind of delete them accidentally from my list, because it happens. But yeah, so the last songs that you requested me to do, I think for the most part I like them. I definitely really like Cross Jeans Fly. I've been listening to it non-stop. Also, I've been kind of listening to ONIF's On Off, and I definitely enjoyed more than the other ONIF song that I reacted to a while ago at this point. So let's see how I'm gonna feel about these ones. So let's just get into it, starting with Remember Me in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's starting off interesting. Also, as I said in my other videos, I'm gonna be most likely reacting to each of them once. For the most part, I've honestly kind of been ignoring Victon, even though I've known for them for a while, because for a while I've kind of been biased against no-go groups, and I'm pretty sure Victon are kind of like that. I'm not sure how they are nowadays, but I think they used to be no-go. I don't know. I'm a bit uninformed here. And I think they just came back with a song. I think Yuri even commented it when you requested me to react to them. Also, I'm sorry that it took so long to react to them, but I was a bit busy with family matters, so I couldn't get to react to anything or do any kind of videos. Okay, I like the sound effect they're adding in the chorus. His voice doesn't really go with his face, I gotta say. I don't get why rappers tend to vary between deep and rough voice and this kind of more high-pitched one. I usually prefer the more, for lack of a better word, and I'm not sure even the word I'm going to use has the meaning that I think it has, but I like more of the kind of sultry rappers. I don't know exactly what to call it, but rappers like Suga from BTS and Jung Eun from B2B are my favorite kind of rappers. Also, I'm gonna be reacting to this one again because I didn't pay enough attention to it. I like that they are incorporating a lot of piano in it. In a cool way, not in a kind of ballad kind of way, but in more traditional K-pop kind of way. Okay, I really like this part of the chorus. It's really catchy. Okay, let's react to it again in 3, 2, 1. I like the instrumental for sure. Also, just a fun fact, the phone that you see on the top of the TV in the beginning and I believe at the end of the music video, I used to have the exact same kind of phone when I was very little, when we still had those kind of cord connected phones, but that was a long time ago. I gotta say, this song and the group in general, and I don't mean this in a bad way or anything, but they have a certain cheapness to them that I really like and that I kind of miss from K-pop. I think I'm gonna fall in love with this song the more I listen to it. Because for now I'm liking it, but I'm not loving it, but I'm kind of going for something in between those two. Like, it's kind of growing on me. And as I was talking about the cheapness, I don't know how exactly to explain it, but it has certain cheapness to it, which K-pop is starting to lose, and I kind of don't like that fact. Like, in a way, I feel like nowadays K-pop songs have become too good for their own good. It has a certain kind of cheapness that makes it kind of more relatable. So I definitely like this song because of that. Also, it has found a way to stand out from the rest with that kind of chorus. I love that. It's not a masterpiece, but it's entertaining enough. Also pretty decent dancing, nothing too crazy. The guy in the black and red striped shirt reminds me of Jungkook from War of Hormone. I love that song so much. Okay, I admit at first I wasn't going to give this song that high of a score. I was planning to give it like a 7 out of 10, but the second listen actually kind of boosted it a little. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I've been giving such high grades nowadays. Even though the songs are not really that good, some of them I feel like get undeserved high grades, and I know I'm the one grading them, but still it just doesn't feel right. So I'm most likely going to be sticking to that one reaction per song, because it just makes it better for me to be able to rate them properly. Because like, I think the 7 out of 10 fits the song better, but now personally I'm gonna give it a 7.8 because, as I said, it's growing on me with the second listen, and it's gonna probably grow even more with the third, fourth, etc. Meanwhile, objectively, again, I think it's pretty much a 7.8 out of 10. I love it, but it doesn't go much more than that. but I also like that it doesn't go much more than that. Sometimes I just want this kind of more cheap, and I don't mean this in derogatory way, it's just how I call these kind of songs, I guess. I just love it. But yeah, there's a possibility still that one of the other 3 songs is gonna be better than this one, but we'll see. So the next song I'm gonna be reacting to is gonna be Teen Top's Runaway. And I don't really know that much about Teen Top. I think I have listened to one song of theirs. If it is their song, I think it was called Rocking. And I really like the dance of that song and the sound of it, or should I say instrumental of it. But yeah, I don't really know anything about them. So let's get into this song in 3, 2, 1. They definitely have members with unique faces, that's for sure. Also, one of the members at one point didn't really look Korean or East Asian in general. Just pointing it out, don't take it the wrong way. And I do prefer idols with unique faces. Well, definitely isn't the best Runaway song, I can tell you that. Okay, I like his rapping style. Not sure about his kind of, I don't know, attitude during rapping. It felt a bit too, I don't give a fuck whether I'm rapping good or not. And again, I'm saying this because some people might take it wrong. Doesn't mean that I hate him or anything. I'm just pointing out how I feel when I listen to the song. Okay, for the chorus, I feel like I kind of like it, but in a way it also feels a bit disappointing. Because I kind of expect something else, even, it still satisfied me, but I expected it to be something completely different that kind of what I consider to would be better. But it's still fine the way it is. Okay, as I said, I'm gonna be sticking with only one reaction, so I gotta say, if I decide to become a fan of this group, it's definitely going to be more because of their visuals rather than their music. Because don't get me wrong, I like this song and I enjoyed it, and probably with a second listen I'm gonna enjoy it more, because that's usually how I feel, especially for songs that are so close to my style of music and my style of perfect K-pop song. But it's just the chorus kind of drops the ball. Other than that, I feel like it's for the most part above average. But if it didn't kind of slightly disappointed me during the chorus, because as I said, I still enjoy the chorus for what it is. But I feel like it would have been better if it was more of a rap chorus or maybe vocal chorus. I don't know, just not a simple instrumental with just repeating a line during it. I really don't like those kinds of choruses. Either stick to a instrumental only or do rapping or singing. It's very rare for a song like that to work, at least for me. I mean, I don't even know that many songs like that I really enjoy. Off the top of my head, the only one that sticks out is BTS's Save Me. Yeah, that's how I feel about this one. So let's get into the last two songs, those being VERIVERY's Ring, and Super Special. Are you sure, Yuri, that I have not reacted to those songs? At least I have the feeling that I have reacted to at least Ring, because I think I reacted to, I'm pretty sure I reacted to it, but there's only one way to find out. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I guess I haven't. Why for a second there they felt like baby NCT? Like, this guy looked so much like Johnny from NCT, and this guy looks so much like Mark. And I was kind of feeling like this song reminds me of NCT Dream's Chewing Gum. Not musically, but visually at least, kind of. And still, for the most part, it still reminds me a lot of NCT. I like this guy. He looks unique and sticks out from the rest. I'm gonna give it a second listen for sure, just because it caught me off guard. In a lot of ways they just remind me of NCT, and I know I keep repeating it, and some people do take it as a bad thing. Just because I'm comparing them doesn't mean that I don't like them or that they're not original or anything, just that they remind me of that group. Okay, I really like how this song. I really like how much this song reminded me of NCT Dream's Chewing Gum, because that was one of the first K-pop songs I ever saw, and it was literally released one day after my birthday. Just a fun fact that I wanted to mention. But it didn't live up to how good Chewing Gum was, and I'm not gonna hold it against this group because they're not NCT Dream. And it's kind of a bad thing that I don't remember what song I actually reacted to very very. Was it Tak Tak Tak? Was Tak 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 even their song? I don't know. It was a while ago. I think it was Tak Tak Tak, so I gotta say, I like how much this song reminded me of NCT Dream's Chewing Gum, though it definitely didn't live up to how good Chewing Gum was. At some points I feel like it was very close, but it didn't quite get there. But still, I'm not gonna hold it against the group because they're not NCT Dream, and I don't think they're even trying to mimic them or anything. They are their own group. Personally, I'm gonna give it a 6.9 out of 10, and this might be a bit too low, but I've mentioned that I'm not a huge fan of cute concept on boy groups. That's just my thing. I prefer more badass concept. I mean, I prefer badass concept in general. And the song was fine, it was interesting. There were some really cool moments in which they were very energetic, and I really liked that. It was really entertaining, but it's just not my thing. Ultimately, it's not my thing, and that's why the score is so low. Otherwise, I would give, objectively, I think this song is a 7.9 out of 10. Because, other than saying that it's kind of similar to Chewing Gum, I mean, it's not even that much similar, it's just kind of in the same style. A very energetic, kid-like vibe of it. That could be the only nitpick for this song, otherwise it's fine. And I feel like it's not as polished as it could have been, but again, that's kind of a nitpick, so yeah. Personally, 6.9 out of 10, objectively 7.9 out of 10. So yeah, let's move on to the final song of this video, that being Super Special, and let's see whether Super Special is gonna be a super special song. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this one definitely sounds different from the last one. I think their vibe and their target demographic is definitely younger than me. So I'm sorry if I'm not really reacting as you expected me to. They seem a bit too young and too cute for my taste. I kind of feel about them the way I used to feel about The Boys, excluding the fact that a lot of The Boys songs didn't stick with me, couldn't catch me, like I couldn't enjoy them for some reason. I realized that they were good, but they just didn't stick with me. Meanwhile, these songs kind of stick with me, but I'm not super into them. Well, I guess there's also that part that it just doesn't stick with me. Okay, that's a cool shot. I really like their dancing skills though. Okay, this one definitely has that kind of thing that I had with The Boys, where the song, I kind of recognize that it's good, but it just doesn't want to stick with me for some reason. It just doesn't catch me. It's less powerful, but it's still kind of there. I don't know how exactly to explain it. Like, I do think that this song is better than Ring for sure. Like, I would personally actually give it an 8.9 out of 10, which is kind of high. But it just doesn't stick with me for some reason. Like, I don't know how exactly to explain it. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't, so I'm not gonna waste time trying to explain it. But yeah, as I said, I personally think it's an 8.9 out of 10. I think it's actually a really good song. And I kind of can enjoy it, but it's not catchy for some reason. I don't know how else to explain it. It doesn't catch me. It just doesn't hook me. I don't know. And objectively, I think this song should be pretty much in the same and objectively, I think the song is pretty much in the exact same spot, an 8.9 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10, but it's pretty much there for sure. And if you are a very fan, you're definitely gonna enjoy this one. But it's kind of obvious that this group is not for me. It's just I'm not the target demographic. They're not targeting me, and I guess that's why the songs don't stick with me. And maybe it's just me being tired of Reaction, because I reacted to 11 songs in the span of like 2 hours, so maybe it's just that. So I'm just gonna end this video. Hopefully you still enjoyed it despite me being obviously tired. And if you did enjoy it, then you can leave a like, subscribe, and also you can check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. But I also want to say, if you do enjoy or my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon where you can pledge your support, and any amount is fine, honestly. It doesn't matter how much, any amount helps. But still, if you don't want to do that, you can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And yeah, enough rambling from me, so see you in the next video. Bye.